I've been working past 2 o'clock for a long time.
And what do you have there, Justin?
This is a pulled pork sandwich
Pulled
with
pork.
the spicy barbecued mustard in it.
Spicy barbecue mustard.
It reminds me of the old days of hanging out in the back of the Mercury Sable with my mom and dad, eating McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Justin, have you guys come here often? Or sometimes? No. Second time you've been here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good.
You can see rolling through it can get a little pricey, but
I know.
so it's kind of a special.
I
thing.
hear you.
Kind of a special thing, but with it being a local place, we like to stay local, and we also like the fact that he's nationally recognized as a barbecuer.
Now,
So,
who's the?
I don't know the owner.
Is that right?
I do know that how the beast got recognized as he entered some barbecue contest.
From the area?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. So.
Are you guys just cold inside here, or are you guys going somewhere?
Yeah, make sure.
Was it something I said?
No, not at all.
I'm just joking.
No.
Did you finish your beer?
Huh?
Yes.
Finish your beer?
There's a
Nah, I don't want any of that. Nope. I don't want that bag wash. No.
It's probably something he said.
Yeah.
That's where all the cooties are at.
Oh, it was nice meeting you. I like our camera. I like the location of it.
Yeah.
And so local guy, and so
Yeah,
is this the only restaurant?
That I don't know. I don't know if he's got multiple locations. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, anywhere with the barbecue, it's really the flavors, right? So you got the spicy barbecue mustard, which is my favorite. I kind of don't really do the standard because
It's just average.
I don't know. I like a lot of the different flavors.
You like spice in your life,
I
don't
do.
you?
Yeah. Spicy barbecue mustard.
Is that why you go out to eat with Uncle Phil sometimes for spice in your life?
Well, I do that, and then of course we do concerts together sometimes.
We do
too,
concerts together. Oh, everybody knows
Yeah.
Justin. He usually wears the leather jacket with the patches,
Well, I try to put on a show.
and then our tradition is to go where?
Texas Chainsaw.
Is that hot?
It smell that.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, that's sucks.
Is that the hot stuff?
It's got some heat. It's not gonna like burn your whole mouth off. But that's got
And
some
that's
heat.
the vinegar. Ooh, I'm not a
Yeah,
vinegar
I guess
man.
that's for your fries and such. If you want to like, because when we go to White Castle, they give you the malt vinegar.
Now this is a little bit cultured because they don't have the ketchup on the table for the French fries. You got to do
Actually, I think they bring a side of the spicy mustard.
You got to be like the walk of shame. Can I get some ketchup, please? Is it like one of those places that frowns upon the mustard on the hot dogs?
I've never seen mustard here, so I don't know.
Well, I don't like mustard.
When I come here, I don't ask for ketchup, and they got the spicy mustard.
I'm gonna go with the standard. I think.
Yeah.
How's the coleslaw? You can be honest. This is the Uncle Phil show.
Well, me personally, I like the vinegar-based coleslaw. This is mayonnaise-based.
Oh,
But I think they have a little bit of vinegar in it because it does have that vinegary tang. I like it. It's still pretty good.
it's quality, but it's not your thing necessarily.
Well, I would prefer if it's vinegar.
Have you talked to the owner?
No.
Oh,
I mean, other than supplying the steel that he uses to put this building together.
is that right? Did you supply it? Oh, that reminds me. So you work at US Steel?
Yes, I do.
I also work at US Steel, and
You've taught me quite a bit, Phil.
are you?
You taught me the importance of safety.
Yeah,
And,
that's true. Safety first. It can be dangerous out there.
Very much.
Cranes up in the air.
No, you and I both know people that have broken feet.
Shoulder.
I've had 25 plus stitches in my face.
Yeah.
So broken hands, broken fingers, broken
Burnt
feet.
arms.
Yeah, we're talking. I was telling the story the other day of the guy. Remember that steam leak?
Well, which one?
Well, exactly. Well, there's a steam leak issue where thankfully the new guy did not go in.
Oh yeah,
The veteran went in there, got himself all burnt up, and
yeah.
nobody got hurt. But thankfully, when we did the vessel reline, or not the vessel, but the evap reline,
Right.
new panels. When stuff went south with that, nobody got hurt. But that was really dangerous.
The explosion when the outage was over on the last day.
Yeah, well, my good friend.
Were you there?
Was, yeah. I wasn't right there. I was down on the south end when it happened.
Yeah, I was. Me and Corby, John, Dan Lunk, Jason Olte.
Yeah, we were about. Well, I think it was about 80 of you guys, right?
The explosion was big enough. It knocked all the dust off the rafters.
It's about the cleanest that place has been.
It went dark. You could no longer see just from the dust. And Terry Curtis used to, he'd tell everybody if there's ever an explosion or anything like that, just stay there, don't go.
Calm.
But not me. I said, Corby, I'm leaving. And he's like, are you sure? I said, I'm leaving. He said, all right, come on. I just went and we made it. Couldn't get on the, I don't think we went on the elevator. We went down the stairs. But yeah, we couldn't see. But luckily no one got hurt. I think Corby may have got a concussion, but
he was shell shocked for sure.
Yeah,
he was not himself for a few days.
And Jason, he was a little mad, and me and
yeah, because I'm not gonna be throwing anybody under the bus here, but there's certain people that were in charge of that were on the other side of the whole floor. Didn't let it.
Yeah.
Didn't let anybody know.
Now me and John, we thought it was hilarious, but it wasn't.
Well, thankfully things didn't turn out worse than they were. Nobody got hurt. Nobody died. I like telling the story of when the oxygen line blew up. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I guess I'd have to go through and buy another citywide. Or are you able to provide that? Or okay, thank you.
What's a citywide?
It's a pale ale, and Citywide is a local St. Louis brewery. So yeah, Four Hands Brewing, Citywide.
What city? Is it Belleville?
No, it's St. Louis.
Oh, St.
Matter
Louis.
of fact, if you go, Four Hands is, if I remember correctly, like the kind of by the farmers market, Soulard, kind of in that area, but it's local. I try to drink. I try to
support local stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Support local stuff. There's when you're ready, I got a couple more other local restaurants that we can try out. But
all right,
we'll focus on the Beast because it is delish.
That's a lot of snoot. That ain't bad.
Snoot. So what is that, like deep fried what?
Big nose.
Okay.
I mean, you got we're trying to do this real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna try the pig snoot.
Good. Yeah.
I wonder what barbecue sauce this is. I'll have to ask her.
I imagine it looks standard. The standard. So, from my understanding, when people do the BBQ competitions, it's
Yeah, we're done with any of that business. They can throw it away.
Yeah. Is the snoot? Does that have the standard barbecue sauce on it? Or?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
That snoot's lovely, ain't it?
Yes, good. And is the Texas chainsaw, is that spicy stuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Although not terribly.
Not
yeah,
terrible?
it's spicy, but it doesn't burn your mouth off. It's pretty good.
Now, you want to buy the snoot? You want to taste what the snoot tastes like? Yeah. It's real crunchy.
I'll
It's
take the small piece.
Brantley, no. Come on. Can't hold on to it. Come on.
I mean, that's what a snoot is. A lot of people don't really eat snoots and know about it, but
What's going on?
What's the thing?
it's
Acquired taste. Well, it's actually pretty good. I think it's more crunchy than anything, but
it wasn't that expensive.
Reminds me of I'm a big John Candy fan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies is Great Outdoors. Dan Aykroyd's character, Roman Craig. He's like, hot dogs. You know what's in hot dogs? Lips and assholes.
Whoa. Now, I went to a place in East St. Louis, but to me it's more like Washington Park,
Yeah.
called Big Mama's, and they have a pig
Oh
steak.
yeah, Big Mama's Peeling.
The barbecue place?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right off of St. Clair Avenue. Right?
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure.
Okay. You take
Take the overpass and you just keep on
King
driving.
Highway,
Yeah.
right? And it's down there at that intersection. Probably within what, like half mile or a mile of the interstate there.
But their pig snoot, like I said on that video, I'm not a pig snoot connoisseur, but this one's pretty good. Now the brisket. Now we're going up to the meat and potatoes of a barbecue restaurant.
I'm eating pulled pork, but you got your nose up at me.
No, that was like quality.
I got brisket.
No, that's quality. I couldn't even afford the side. All right, here now. I guess brisket is supposed to, or a lot of briskets are just salt, pepper, garlic, or whatever, and that's what this is. So
What, like the rub on it?
yeah, I think so. Look at that. It's got it feels like it's cold, but I guess that's what it's supposed to do. You know.
Yeah. It looks delicious.
That is good. I wonder. That
Mustard.
probably get frowned upon by the the people who eat barbecue by not putting sauce on that, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Whoa.
It'll come up. You're not ready for it.
It just has a
Zing. It's got some zing to it.
Having said that, I can see how people would eat just by itself for the flavor of what it is.
Yep.
Might take a couple bites to make that zing go away.
Now
Pardon me.
do a little dabble here of that Texas chainsaw. Ooh, yeah. That's good stuff.
You know, I like the barn feel to the place.
It reminds me of what was the place? Not Super Smokers.
I know this.
17th Street from Murfreesboro, Illinois, came up here and tried to branch out.
What's 17th Street?
It's a barbecue joint.
I know you weren't expecting something so hard and crunchy as this, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh wow, it's burnt. That's how it's supposed to be. It looks like a pork steak. You were probably expecting soft tender.
Yeah, for sure. I'll say it's the first time I've ever had snoot. So
If you get it, sometimes you can see the two nostril holes.
really,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you know you got the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
I will say pickles are good, and it looks like
yeah, mine. I don't eat pickles.
pickled onions, which tastes a little bit on the sweet side.
Very well. What I'm eating, it's always a mess.
Well, it's barbecue. It's supposed to be.
You know what?
And I'm also going to throw a little plug in here.
Go ahead.
With it being a local joint, Excel Bottling, which is based out of Breeze, Illinois, is the supplier of the drinks. Even though you got the stuff up there in the refrigerator, so you can get like Coke. And
Oh, really?
what have
So
you, Dr.
what's in
Pepper.
the fountain is all
is
local.
Excel. Yeah, yep.
How local is it from here?
Well, from here, Breeze, Illinois from here is going to be 40 minutes to an hour, depending on where you
But
go
it's
and how
not
fast you drive.
like Coke or Pepsi or something like that.
Now, they bottle what most people know around here is ski, which is kind of like a mellow yellowy kind of drink. Way better
People
though.
love ski. There's a big following for ski.
Oh, yeah. They actually, so the story goes, they sell enough bottled ski in Breeze where everybody in the city is drinking at least 2 skis a day.
They really do that, or that's something?
So the story goes. It sounded like a good story.
There was a guy named Jake Jansen
yeah.
that used to work at the mill in the BOF.
Yep.
He loved his ski.
Yes, he did. Well, he's also he's from just outside of Breeze there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
But people love ski even wherever in Illinois. I know I've had it.
You got me on. You ever get you to try some of that blood sausage?
They're really into their blood sausage, ain't they?
Yes, they are. I'm always open to new things like snoot. Never had it.
Blood sausage, maybe some head cheese.
Ooh, man. Yeah, he would talk about the head cheese. After the blood sausage incident,
I think I'm a standard guy.
he offered to bring in some head cheese, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
This is I like the standard.
The barbecue sauce is good. Yeah, really
I
good.
shouldn't be eating it because I'm supposed to eat it plain like this. Here we go. But there's no correct way to do something, is there?
It's barbecue, man. Barbecue.
No salt, pepper. They like you're gonna like it the way we make it.
Do it. Do it.
I can respect that. They got it down. They don't want you.
It's good, man. Like I was saying, of course, if it was more, I guess we'll call it cost effective, then it probably wouldn't be as good.
So they serve mainly beers here, no margaritas.
They have like a canned margarita drink up there. They got a couple different variants of that, but they also have they got a bar over there too.
Oh,
yeah. Pretty nice.
Well,
Pretty nice.
Amy will be late tonight. We're gonna go to the bar.
Yeah, maybe.
Why don't we go to Pops and see what's going on at Pops?
Well, I thought about working more than 8 hours tomorrow, so
I thought about it, and then that thought went away.
My whole days of in college, I'd stay out until 4 or 5 in the morning and then get up for work at 7.
Yeah, that's not. You outgrown that, right?
I've outgrown that, yes. It was fun while it lasted, but my body can't handle it no more.
Now, while I got you here with me,
Yeah.
there's a band coming to a local place. I'm not sure where it's at. Gobby or what's it called? What's that band called?
I'm gonna call him Chode Bandit.
What's the name of that?
Necro Goblicon.
Necro Goblicon.
Yeah, Necro Goblicon. I was turned on. Jake Palmer. You know who you are, buddy. He always is. He's like you, actually. It's like he likes to go to bands and shows and all this stuff.
Wild and acquired taste. Yeah. Okay.
Stuff I probably wouldn't normally look at, but he's always sending stuff out. And then Necro Goblicon. I think it's in March. They're playing at Pops.
Oh, good.
And if you like goblins.
Yeah.
And the Necronomicon.
Yeah. And then it's like the best of both worlds.
Well, I would say I'm a Children of Bodom fan. Kind of like it's a mix between them, and I haven't listened much to Lamb of God, but I've heard references to Lamb of God too.
Now, I have Black Label Society. I can't remember if it's Black Label or Zach Sabbath. But I got tickets.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big Black Label Society Zach Wild fan.
Yep.
So you're in the circle.
I am in the circle.
Me, you, and Andrew.
You're in the circle, fucker. It's with an O-C-K-E-R. So.
Oh, okay.
My first show that I saw of Black Label was at the pageant, and I think it was way back in 2000. 5, 6, somewhere around there. It was what is it? Mafia was the album that had just come out, and Dimebag had just been murdered on stage. I mean, it was terrible, but it was also a really great show.
Oh,
Really great show.
was it really recent where they spoke about it or something?
Oh yeah. Well, anytime you go, if you go to Black Label,
Right?
we went to what is that place out in Chesterfield? The
Factory.
The Factory. When he came through and opened up for Anthrax, they had a poster of Vinnie Paul and Dimebag. So,
well, I think even at the Metallica show, when he played with Pantera, they do a.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
I think it'd be cool to see him as part of Pantera, but at the same time, it's like it's not really Pantera. It's a Pantera cover band.
yeah.
So,
Well, or maybe a couple of reasons. Zach, you can't replace Dime, but also Phil's getting older and stuff, so people are thinking back of them in their prime.
oh yeah.
And now you got and live is even harder to accomplish something. But I like Zach. I heard some people talking bad about his voice, but I liked his voice in Black Sabbath or Zach Sabbath. I thought he sounded a lot like Ozzy.
Well, and that's something that he has commented on and done interviews with, is that the way he sings is because he thought Ozzy sounded cool, and he kind of wanted to emulate that. From what I've understood in some of the interviews and stuff that I've read. So, which rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, big. I didn't listen. I remember when No More Tears came out. I didn't realize that was Zakk Wylde until later. But there was something about that album that drew me to that album. Of course, Ozzy's awesome. But come to find out, Zakk Wylde.
Well, Zach was. It was kind of a whole new thing. Zach really brought a.
Yep. He talks about, and again, kind of like Zach. So if I see videos or shorts or something on Facebook or whatever, I like to watch that stuff. And he was trying to figure out what type of style he wanted to play, because you had Randy Rhoads, who did more of the melodic
kind of
type
classical stuff. Yeah.
Yep. And what was the second? Jakey Lee.
Man, he was so underappreciated. I think that Sharon may have done him wrong.
He came from Red, didn't he?
I don't think so. I don't
remember where he came from.
It's possible, but that would be a version of Red. I'm not sure. But but actually, I heard that he did a lot of writing on Bark at the Moon that he doesn't get credit for. That they kind of did him wrong. But and then
Ozzy ain't sitting there thinking about the musical aspect. He's thinking about the lyrics and the.
Oh yeah, well it's Sharon. From what I hear, Sharon, don't come down on me, But,
you're right.
Because I'm not sure if she's a subscriber or not, so I don't want to say bad.
Somebody tag Sharon Osbourne.
But anyway, my second concert I went to was Metallica and Ozzy Osbourne.
What year was that? What year was that?
86 maybe.
Oh yeah, you were watching it in the prime.
Cliff Burton was on the bass.
Nice.
And I seen my first concert that you happened to say Rat. Rat was my first concert.
Was it? Okay.
But that was like 85, you know what I mean? And Bon Jovi opened up. Now when Bon Jovi's the opening band, that's been a while.
Yeah.
They opened up for Rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It's amazing how things kind of change,
A long time ago. I'm telling you, Bon Jovi, that was the only time they opened up was that tour probably.
Well, once Bon Jovi New Jersey hit, that kind of changed the whole.
Slippery one went.
Was it Slippery?
And then whatever.
Oh, New Jersey came after that. Okay.
Yeah, they did that. Oh gosh,
I was like.
Yeah, I understand.
5 or 6,
yeah, it was big with the teenage girls. I think the guys liked it okay too. So there was the heavy metal guys like me, but I could still appreciate a couple things,
Absolutely.
But the girls loved it from the beginning or whatever.
Yeah, he's up there. He's got the permed hair and everything. Yeah. For show.
Did they go brew that, or were they gonna bring you one? Or
I honestly think I need to go and pay for it. It's not like
Wow,
that for the tab.
uh,
But I'm okay with that. You know, because drinking and driving is not.
I don't know, just one more, and that'd be it.
One more rod. One more rod. So,
Let's see, Tom.
Mott.
Yeah, Mott. Tom. Tom's last name?
Huh?
I forgot.
Morello?
No, from
You're
work.
not talking about the Rage Against the Machine guy?
No, I'm talking about Mott.
Schmidt.
Schmidt, that's it. Sorry, Tom. Anyway, I'd like to give a shout out to Tom. I'm glad that Tom's back at the
I will
steel mill.
say he said he was going to work overtime.
Oh, stop
And
it. No.
He totally bailed on us tonight.
His feet hurt. Now, get off him.
New boots, man.
I know. New boots. But he's going to go get some inserts.
I actually, I kind of don't like it because the boots that I like to wear, you can't take the inserts out. It's like they glue those things in.
Well, they feel so soft at first, but it lasts like 1 hour.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing.
I like it because they're Carolina boots. We're in a union, so Carolina boots have the little flag on the side, which is really cool. I like it. And what really gets me going is that it's American.
Is it an American flag or the Colombian flag? Which one is it?
American.
Oh, okay.
That's the American.
Yeah, them are the good ones.
But it's American made with global parts, which is something that really,
Yeah.
you know.
I got to get some more standard. I really enjoyed I like that big old plexiglass B sign because it worked out perfect. And
It definitely helps out for those who, like my party, there was a lot of folks that didn't want to be on camera. So
well, that's okay because I was so late that you guys.
we were done eating. Jeez, Phil. Can't believe.
Well, one, I forgot my ID back in the department. It takes time, you know. I mean, once you have to backtrack to the department.
Yeah.
And man.
So did you have a buggy? Were you able to ride?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, I didn't even think about not having my ID.
You were getting ready to walk out the turnstile.
Well, it wasn't that far, but I was walking and I'm like, because I had to go to the North Plant and I needed my ID and
What were you doing at the North Plant?
we were unloading Lances.
Oh, earlier. Okay, gotcha.
This
I thought
thing,
you were talking about like when you were leaving. Like, wait a minute.
this thing has turned into a rock. Not a rock.
Snooty, Snoop,
Hey,
the
Rock.
Funky Bunch.
Boy, my dog would love this. But
Snoop. Okay.
mm.
Gnaw on it.
I think that's the extra hard part.
Snoop.
Well, snoots are hard to cook because you gotta somehow you gotta try to have a softness and a hardness at the same time.
Yeah.
I think this is more hard though.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't think I can get it. Can you help me out? That's another day.
Yeah. Yeah. We could have a revisit of the first
No.
the first few years of working together.
Wow, that's really hard.
Yeah,
Harder than it's supposed to be.
can you believe
No.
that we have been working together for over 7 years?
Just 7.
Even when the S hit the fan and U.S. Steel started
Oh yeah.
shutting things down, you and I ended up in the same department.
Let me ask you. Has there been ups and downs in your time at the mill?
Well, I think up and downs with really any job, right? It was definitely a lot of uncertainty there for a while, but by the grace of God, I outlasted a lot of people.
Yeah, you did good. I would have to say that there's growing pains at the mill.
Well, I likened myself for being a glutton for punishment. So I kind of knew coming into the mill it was going to be a learning experience and a lot of hazing. So definitely I didn't really feel that was a major obstacle.
Let me tell you, my experience when I first got there, there was some frustrations with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Y'all do good back here?
Excellent.
Alright. May I grab anything out of the way? You want me to keep this one here for now?
Yeah, boy, this part of the snoot is like a rock.
Thank you. And then do
Oh,
I
they are pretty.
need to pay, or can I have like a tab, or do I need to go back and line
We
up?
don't normally do tabs, but I can hold on to a card if you want.
Okay.
If you don't want it.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah, because we're just kind of chilling, and
Okay, yeah.
so
So one more citywide?
yeah, one more citywide would be great.
Can I get one of those margarita cans or whatever you got?
Yeah. Are you on the same?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Phil's gonna get his free drink or not, you know.
Well, I know because somehow you snaked out of the free mill. I'm just joking. I was gonna buy your milk. I gotta go wash my hands. This was I gotta go take a shower. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I like trading. About time Bitcoin has been kind of floating around 87 to 92 for a while. Seems like we might be snapping out of it for a bit. And currently around 96, 97. So,
Okay, Justin. And so this goes for a part of the food review. The brisket.
perfect. Thank you.
You are welcome. And then we have your card and that register up there. So
Okay.
just let us know if you need anything else. Want me to get this out of the
Yes,
way
ma'am.
now? Okay. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you. Part of the food review portion of this, that last part of that pig snoot was impossible to eat. It was.
You look like my dog.
I don't have good enough to teeth. I wouldn't want to risk it. You know what I mean? To be honest,
Right.
if I was to
Rip your teeth out?
good. But the first part of it was crispy, but it was right. The part you got was right, but that part. But anyway,
I can't remember what the friend. It's more cohort. My wife went to college, grad school, not grad school. Yeah. No. Got her master's. Anyway,
right.
Can't remember what he was eating one time, but he's like, "This piece of my tooth."
Well, that happens. It happens.
Yeah, for sure. So what is this? 3 Floyd's Tequila Splash Margarita.
That's local.
Oh, smells good.
Not bad.
And it's 9% by volume.
Oh, that's pretty strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Farmington.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are. This is this place supports local stuff.
Yeah, I like it. If you like local, then definitely come on down
You know
to
You know what that does?
Craft BBQ.
It makes this place able to separate itself from many. You know, it just gives it a uniqueness because you can't go to.
And the logo's pretty cool. I don't know if you see
it
that.
It is.
The logo's pretty cool.
You can't go to another place in a different state and it be like this one because they don't have these drinks and whatever. So that's good. That it's.
I mean, and the product is all good. I like Excel. When I was, this is a number of years back, but I was part of a scouting program, right? So we took kids out and did a tour. They showed us the bottling facility and all this. I mean, it was really cool. Really cool. So to support local stuff is.
There's a place in Alton. I think it's called the Old Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of that? But so they got
maybe vaguely.
They got it's a big bakery, but there's not a bakery no more. It's got where they make brew there, And then they have a big portion of a restaurant, but it's all local. It's more than just local. It's the remnants of an old bakery. They got nostalgic stuff on the walls and stuff.
Right.
They got one day that you can go get a cheeseburger for really reasonable price, which I like.
I like the cheeseburgers.
Oh, I ate a cheeseburger at the Moose Lodge, and it was good.
That's what you're telling me about today. You had a cheeseburger from the Moose for
It
me.
was good.
Yeah.
Well, I usually go to Uncle Phil's Foods and have smash burgers,
Oh,
but this one was a fat burger, and I hadn't had one in a long time. I don't know if they bought them pre-made or if they did it themselves, but it still tasted good.
well, with it being a local joint, let's hope that they
Yep.
we're buying frozen patties.
Well, that's the Moose.
Where's the beef? Oh,
The Moose had the burger yesterday.
right.
But I think the Moose burger was. They're different, and it was pretty good. My wife loves to go get a burger from the Moose.
I
Anyway,
thought you were going to say that that's why she calls you the Moose.
yeah, that's why she calls me the Moose.
Old Moose Lemus.
But let me tell you, my wife and kid picked on me so much yesterday. They were picking on me. I'm at work. I'm being a bully, this and that.
I was going to say, I'm not going to say that you might have deserved it.
Yeah. So I come home, and I really get put down to size. I get cut down to size,
This is before or after you were trying to sleep on, was it couch bed? You said something.
Well, I got a bedroom, different bed that I hide in.
Yeah.
They had me in a fetal position, just crying, please just let me go to sleep, But yeah,
I could definitely do shift work, but I'm not used to this leaving the house by like 5 in the morning.
I know it's rough.
Yeah. So
And
I was
when you
crashed out
leave
last
by
night.
5, me and Corby, we get there at 5, and it is something else.
Yeah.
And
How do you guys get there so early?
well, someone's got to pick you up from the shower house.
Well, yeah, you do. You do.
But
Oh, speaking of which, when I went and picked up Tyler this morning, I had my neon hoodie. Pardon me. He thought I was you.
did he?
Yeah, the windshield was covered with water, mud water.
Yeah, but you know what? I can see it. I mean, you're good looking. I'm good looking. You got
Sorry.
You got a strong chin. I got a strong chin. I got 2 strong chins, but
We are both ravishingly good-looking human beings. Yeah, I hear him before he gets in the buggy. He's like, "Thanks, Phil." Oh, hey, you're not Phil.
oh my gosh, tequila splash! Wow,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
how many percentage is yours?
Not 9.
I know.
Mine just happens to be 16-ounce cans.
Yeah,
So
you're real efficient when you drink these ones.
what in the world? Where is it at? 5. I'm at 5, and that yours is at 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after you drink those 2, you just drink about a drink more than me, even though I've only.
12. So 4, 8. It's roughly 3 total.
What would be 3?
Well, you got 16 ounces. So
Yeah,
it's 32.
but you didn't have 3 of these though.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you had.
Maybe like 2 of those.
Really?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I'll tell you. You'll tell me after the next one.
You have to call an Uber before too long.
Let me tell you a little story about this one guy. We went to a concert at Pop's, and I'm not
Ooh.
sure if it was close to his birthday. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was it? Was it close?
You're talking like this is about me.
Was it?
I don't know. Who are you talking
It's
about?
you.
Oh.
It seemed like it was your birthday or something.
Well, it was since you typically like to bring the tiny little bottles of Fireball. Yeah, bad influence. I decided to
Wow.
stop off and buy a
You didn't have to.
pint of
Wow.
American honey.
Oh my.
And from there, it just turned out to be bad. So.
Good thing you had an Uber that night.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But my friend,
But that was really a good show because
Who was that?
That was
Oh,
the
it was,
Iron Maidens.
that was Zach Sabbath.
It was, but it was the Iron Maidens that opened,
Yeah.
and then it was Zoso, which is actually a band that I saw way back when I was in college.
And
They're still rocking out.
they are.
And then I don't remember that.
I do like. I think I like Jimmy Page the best in that band. For some reason, he stuck out to me.
So they doing a pretty good show. I remember when he was in Carbondale, when Zoso was in Carbondale. He had Jimmy Page's like black, almost kind of velvety Zoso with the rhinestones and everything. He had
that.
I mean, it looked pretty spot on.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing when you said you had Zach Sabbath tickets and they opened up. I was like, oh, no way.
Well, yeah, it was kind of neat because it was like a throwback show,
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And the Iron Maidens, they had a good voice. And
They all did pretty good.
Yeah.
I just was not holding up to my end of the bargain of watching a good show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we have another Steel Mill Millwright friend, John Geiler.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Johnny G, old dope.
he was worried about you. He's like, hey, Phil. So where's Clark? Because you were like with us at the beginning of the show.
And then,
Where's Clark? And he says he's not doing so good.
yeah. Rare form. Sometimes you think you're in college still. And
Yeah, I hear you.
So
Now,
or college age.
right. And let's see. That's good. So definitely looking forward to the next shows.
Yep.
Yes,
indeed.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about work a little bit.
Okay.
The mill has decided to open the blast furnace or whatever. Get the blast furnace fired back up. The BOF, the department that we're in, was basically shut down. We thought the mill was closing down.
I got to ask for clarity purposes because I remember you saying you paid homage in your lifeblood to the hot strip.
Well, you know what? For those that know me, I bleed BOF. And I try to tell people that I'm a little bit different than most people, that I take it a little bit too far with my allegiance to the BOF, But anyway, so we thought the mill was closing. And they even made an announcement that we were basically, everybody was going to stop. The whole mill was basically going to shut down about 2 months ago. And we were just going to clean up the place, get it ready for sale or something. But who knows what happened?
Yeah.
Who knows what happened? But all of a sudden they decided to throw a little bit of money at us. And
well, I'm not going to point out the coincidental same day we were announced to open back up, they laid off 1,000 people in Canada.
yeah, I know.
So, but
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but yeah.
a lot of chess moves. A lot of chess.
3D chess. 3D chess. But
a lot of moving pieces.
now,
But I will say it's good for Granite City. It's
well, it's good for Belleville too, for people who live in Belleville.
Well, yeah, it's good for everybody. But since it's based in
yes,
Granite City.
Now, speaking of Granite City, I have an outreach in Granite City.
Yes.
And the mill is important to Granite City. But the outreach I do is I call them my friends on the street. You can call them homeless. A lot of them are.
Well, I call them Phil's friends on the street.
Phil's friends on the street. A lot of homeless, mostly homeless, but some are just people that live local that are still having hard times. But anyway, it would probably have been even more of a situation like that if the mill had closed, But anyway, back to talking about the outreach, if you don't mind. Can I talk about it first?
Go right ahead, man.
Well, I was late coming here. One, because I forgot my ID. But two, I went to Quick Trip to get some money because I didn't want you to have to pay for my meal. But anyway, I seen just driving to Quick Trip and then leaving, I always see people I talk to in the streets. You know what I mean? And actually, I pulled into the Quick Trip. A guy waved at me that I usually talk to, and then I seen a lady named Amy, and she has hard times. There's a lot of drug addiction, schizophrenia, and stuff like that out there. And now it's going to be in the teens. So I think I'll try to get out there on Friday because
Didn't the city give you kind of a hassle?
well, it wasn't the city; it was the park district. I think
Okay.
the city's been pretty good to me, and the cops have been good to me. The mayor, excuse me, the park district guy, he didn't want me in the park giving out food and stuff. I'm not happy about it, and I wouldn't say that I'm not going to do that, but I also have moved to the sidewalk, which is public property. I don't obstruct. There's nobody going down that sidewalk, but anyway, I'm only about 20 feet over, but it hurt me real bad. You're
doing a good thing, Phil.
It hurt me real bad, and I tell you how it is, how the emotions that I go through. Sometimes I'm feeling real good and I'm feeling real positive and whatever, something like that, positive, and things are going great. And then maybe other times I feel like not as positive. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this: is it a sympathy or an empathy kind of feeling?
Oh, it's not. I wouldn't say sympathy because I'm a sociopath, so I don't have feelings.
Well, you said sometimes it's kind of difficult.
No, I would say the reason that I like to do things is because I know it's hard to believe, but I haven't always been as innocent as I am now.
Yeah, right.
But that's relatively speaking. But
let's just say you've made an impact on my life, Phil.
But
so.
no, the truth of the matter is that I had struggled with addictions myself, and I'm from Granite City, so I'm from the same streets of the people that I'm trying to help. And so Granite City is my home, even though I don't live there no more. I work there, and I'm there a lot. My dad lives only a couple blocks from where I do my thing, but anyway.
So is it more of a rehashing some of your past experiences, or?
Well, I guess there's more than one reason. One is like a calling. Like I feel like it's a way to live my Christian life. You know what I mean? But so there's like secular reasons, and then there's like faithful Christian reasons, and but they coincide. They don't. They're not going against each other. They can work together.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
There's secular reasons, like my experience and what helped people and things like that. And then like I said, help. So the Christian, they definitely intertwine a lot. But I'm just saying, people can do the same thing I'm doing and do it all secular, and they could still achieve a lot of the things or whatever. But so sometimes a person can get where their result, they base things on results. So, for example, say I go out and I don't have a lot of people come up that need help, and it would be like a non-successful day or something. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it like the success was me doing, being obedient, doing what I was to do. So even if no one shows up, I feel like
it's like doing the Lord's work, whether it's one or whether it's 100 or 1,000.
But you know what? It's always some. There's never none, and that never happens.
Right.
But it's a little bit of a.
Everybody knows. Everybody is understanding who Uncle Phil is. So
it's funny you should bring up Uncle Phil. I've been doing the channel for just about 12 and a half months. It's just barely over a year.
Right.
And I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
and I got no skills at the technological part of it. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of the nice thing about it, from my perspective, is it's a grassroots thing. It's not a production
Right.
thing. It's from the heart. You do it because you like it. It's
Yeah,
not like
I
you're
wish
trying
I
to do
could. If I could find a friend that was good at the technological part, that would be awesome. Or I could maybe just get better at it myself. But no, I'm happy with the grassroots things completely. But there are also some people that pay attention and watch the videos that are from the whole other side of the world. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Me and Lisa were having dinner in Alton, and somebody was from, I can't remember what country in the Far East.
Europe. We talking
That was in Asia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it was just interesting talking to him. As we ate, we were kind of. She had her phone out so she could see the comments being made or whatever.
Does he call you Uncle Phil?
No, no, he hadn't. Actually, sometimes when I do live stuff, people don't know about the channel at all. You know what I mean? They just happen to say, "Oh, look, somebody's eating and talking," and I'm going to watch. You know?
Oh man, it's Uncle Phil.
Exactly. But you know what? Back to the outreach thing. A lot of the people that watch say I make songs about the people that I meet,
Yep.
and then I show them. Sometimes I'll show it to them, and they really appreciate it, and it means a lot to them. And everything is done in a positive light. I never do anything that would be negative or talk bad about somebody. But then I also do live, so sometimes it's raw. People might cuss, and they might talk about drugs, or might be this or that. But you know, I still never put anybody in a bad light. But sometimes I'll talk what I think is some hard truths, kind of like tough love. You know what I mean? Like a dad might do.
Let me ask you this. So, you do a lot of live experiences, or do you have most of the time where you kind of edit?
No. Actually, the live versions are unedited. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, what I mean is, well, obviously, if you're going live, it's going to be
right. But and then
uncut. But
well, you know, like now we're not live.
I'm wondering, I'm wondering how often is it more of like a candid?
Okay, well, it's funny that you bring certain things up. It's very compartmentalized, and so it's funny because I was at the bank, and the banker's like, "Hey, I seen you on YouTube. I watched one of your videos, and the feed that he gets of me, it's all food reviews, restaurant reviews, and then another person, they'll get all the live outreach stuff, and then maybe someone.
It's the algorithm.
It is, but so yeah, it's different, but you know, I never fake who I am. I just have different. I won't say
got different tastes.
Yeah, you know? I won't say different personalities, but
everybody
you know,
has multiple.
I can't go to Meshuggah every night. You know what I mean? I can't be a Meshuggah concert goer every night.
Probably one of the best shows I've ever been to. It was Cannibal Corpse in Meshuggah. That was a good show.
Now, and we talked about it to us a lot, but we've never told the audience. We went to a hardcore concert, which I'm more of a thrash or heavy metal type guy, but somehow we ended up at that hardcore show. And no offense against the hardcore people, but I'm not into that as much. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're just throwing punches wild and kicking and stuff. And the music is a little bit different or whatever. They're not as interested in.
I would have considered them hardcore though.
I don't know. Who was it?
I don't know. Whoever that band was that we saw.
Blood Incantation.
At the Red Door.
Yeah.
That was a little wild. That was wild. But
it was funny because
they were just very physical. And
you know what's hilarious?
Sure.
What was hilarious, or ironic, you could say, the pit and the people were crazy, and then the guys on stage, They're not moving 1 inch,
No.
showing no emotions.
Yeah.
And they're doing all that. But, I mean, there was like, they didn't move. They didn't show no emotions. And the audience and the crowd are just
wild. It was wild.
breaking each other's ribs and stuff. It's like,
That was one of the wildest pits I've ever been in.
Clark lost his hat. Did you ever find
glasses, and my shoe, my left shoe.
Did you find? Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I managed to catch my hat, and then I got my glasses frame in my pinky. It was like one of these numbers, right? I had to go back in to get my shoe.
You found your shoe?
I did find my shoe. It was. I ended up running into my neighbor. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I ran into my neighbor. He's like, huh? Justin?
Now, speaking of concerts and diversity, we went to that country bar. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a great bar.
What was the name of that place? The Honky Tonk?
Honky Tonk STL?
Something like that.
I love that place.
It was a pretty good time.
I still want my wife and our niece and our nephews and all of us to go because it was a good time.
I
And
hear it's a really good place for bachelor.
yeah, there was a bachelorette party there, but it was good and
it was a good time.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of young energy in there.
They dance and stuff.
The cover band was really nice.
Oh man, they started off. I won't say slow. They started off softer, and
Do you remember what the name of the band was?
No, but they play there apparently on the 3rd Saturday of the month.
Yeah, they play frequently, I think. But it was overall a good experience.
I think that's considered the house band, kind of.
Parking was kind of a B, but you know.
Yeah. Some guy who didn't work there took our money.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, $50. Right here, we'll get you set up right here.
Yeah, that was fun.
Come out a little later, cops say we're getting a ticket.
We didn't get a ticket.
No, we didn't. But it would have been.
Oh, and then.
Wait, where's the parking attendant? There is no parking attendant.
I know, but I guess he was working.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's
Hustling.
not. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. But so then we went across the street and we went to White Castle, but not like White Castle in Alton or something. We went White Castle in St. Louis. It was a little bit more White Castle.
Is it really a White Castle when you got a robot making your fries? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
You get the robot in the little glass hut there.
What did
Yeah,
that fries were perfect. Yeah, but no, it's
played on my burnt fries.
no. I'd have to say it was okay because it was across the street. We got some grub, but it doesn't compare to Waffle House experience.
No, it doesn't.
The Waffle House. Shout out to my son Andrew. We go to Waffle House after almost every
I
concert.
will say this, Andrew. When you get the grits, go ahead and get the hash browns too.
Yes, Andrew, get the hash browns because you always eat mine. And Andrew, he's funny. He's funny. He drinks his coffee.
Not too many people I see on top of shoulders at a concert. So
Yeah.
That reminds me of a couple of shows back in the day before they tore down Mississippi Nights.
Yeah, I got thrown out of there. I was proud
Saw
of that.
some good shows there, but we went and saw Mighty Mighty Bosstones there, and we got on stage and started crowd diving, and the security was going crazy. But I don't know, you know who the Mighty Mighty Bosstones is?
Yeah.
So the lead singer Dickie Barrett. Anyway, he starts like telling the bouncers. So then it was just like we're bouncing, we're jumping, we're stage diving, and just a great time. And then reminds me of when Tool came to town. This is back when the album Lateralis came out. That was my first crowd surfing.
Yeah. I had
So
the album
that was a good
Tool
time.
where they had like a few eyeballs on the cover, and the cassette had ridges in it.
Anima.
But yeah, they were great.
That inspired my second tattoo.
Is that right?
Yep.
Now, is that the WoW tattoo that you have on your?
Yeah.
No,
when you read it upside down, it says "Mom." Yeah.
Something like
the
that.
one. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really concerned about Tom Schmidt's feet. I hope they are okay. You know? But
He's got a pretty good WoW story.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No, what was I thinking of? I can't remember.
Head cheese.
No. How's Owen doing?
He's doing pretty well.
What grade's he in?
He's senior. He's gonna be graduating.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Senior.
His birthday's here in a few weeks, so he'll be 18.
18.
Yep.
How do you have a son so old in your 20s?
Yeah. I age gracefully.
Yes. Well,
I don't know about gracefully, but
that's good.
But yeah, I still remember he was born in St. Louis, and I remember shortly after he was born, we're in the recovery room. I was down in the cafeteria. I remember coming upstairs with a tray full of breakfast food. Like I had sausage and egg biscuit,
Wow.
biscuit and I mean,
Celebration.
I had it done up, man. And 18 years later,
Wow.
I know, man.
I know. That's what I say. Andrew used to fit in my hand, and now look at him. Now, tell us about your daughter.
She's a whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
She's I try not to be wrapped around her finger because I am dad. I got to be a little hard ass sometimes, but yeah, love that kid. She's very artistic, so very kind lady.
Yeah, and did she? I seen on Facebook she was cooking some pizza.
Yeah.
Is that the old family recipe?
Well, no.
It's not. I thought it was.
It was my mom. It's old home cooking.
Kind of the same recipe. Kind of the same recipe.
Well, kind of. I mean, it's
At least
not like she had a recipe book to show me, but.
Did it bring back nostalgic feelings?
Yes, very much.
Well, that's
very
good.
Much. Yep. My mom passed away 2021.
2021.
April 29th, 2021. And I'm not going to say she was a beacon of health, but ironically or coincidentally, after the booster.
Oh.
Yep.
Well.
So.
Yeah, who knows? But there was a lot of people that got.
But anyway, we try to. There are some things that we have recipes for, and in that instance, Laura's is like my little helper. Or at this point now, I'm her helper.
What's the one recipe when you were maybe growing up or whatever that you remember from the house? Is there any?
There's a couple of different things. The pizza, and even though it was like the chef boyardee.
Yeah, we did that. Oh, that was the thing back in the day. It was special.
My mom would make her own fried chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
that was actually one of my favorites for my dad. My dad would love the fried chicken.
Did he cook it too, or did he?
Well, mom was the cooker. My old man was a we could say workaholic, but he worked really hard.
Yeah.
He was always about pushing himself to be the best he can be.
My mom, she wasn't a big cook really, but it's funny. It's not a great meal, but I do remember when we would go to church, Catholic church when I was a kid, we would eat oatmeal and with cinnamon and toast. You know what I mean? Simple stuff. You know what I mean? But now my grandma.
Granny was a cook.
Oh my goodness! I'm telling you, yes.
Is that where you get your love for food from?
Well, maybe, but yeah. But I don't even. She lived in Fairmont City, and she was slinging
down the road from Granite City, right?
Right, yeah. But Mexican community, and she was slinging tortillas. Oh my! I mean, I don't know how long back it was. 50 years ago is what I know of it. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So I mean, there wasn't as much tortilla slinging back in the day like that, but she would roll those things out by the dozen. Just an older lady, just.
So she's making her own tortillas?
Oh yeah!
Wow!
Oh yeah, and they were great. Then she made what I call taco barbosa, but it was a fried taco. She would make her tortillas, but she would also have paprika in them, so the tortilla would be kind of a orangish looking color, and then she would put the meat in there, maybe a piece of government cheese, and toothpicks in it, and then she would shallow fry it. Oh, it was
okay.
It was perfect, and like you said, I do a lot of cooking, but I have yet to try to replicate the Taco Barbosa because it's almost sacred. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do it an injustice. That's how much reverence I have towards him.
Well,
I'll give it a
from
shot.
what I know about Phil's cooking abilities, I'm sure you would pay it justice.
I would try. You know what's funny about my cooking is that I'll cook something for the first time or second time, and I'll be pretty. I don't want to call it brave, but and I don't want to call it cocky, but I'm without a big long experience at cooking a certain thing. I'll just take ownership of it, and I'll with the food truck, I'll occasionally take it out there, and the public they think, wow, he's been cooking this stuff for years. You know what I mean? And
I was talking to AJ the other day about it. I'm definitely a street dog fan.
Yeah.
Street dogs are great. I know that the kids, when you were doing the small street tacos,
oh man,
that they really enjoyed that.
oh, I need to go back to that. It's been a while.
Well, I mean, you're so meticulous. I can see why it's tough.
It takes a lot of work.
It's tough to be more of a kind of a street
Yeah, it's quick.
cook on that. Well,
Well,
not as quick as the street dogs, and then of course your smash burgers are probably a little bit faster. What I mean is when people are hungry,
yeah,
it's tough for.
oh yeah. But the reason I call myself Uncle Phil is because that's who I am. But I've always done cooking for people, and I want people to come over to my house, and I host a lot of stuff there in the summer or whatever, and they can be not strangers, but I do invite people I don't know over or whatever. And but anyway, I like to make people feel at home, like their family or whatever. And so the Uncle Phil, it's a persona, but it's also who I really am. So that kind of worked out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Like I couldn't call myself Brian Palmisano. That one's been taken care of. I mean, he's already got that one. Hey, shout out to Brian Palmisano. You know what I mean? Man, I miss you, dude. I miss him.
Well, when's he gonna be back? Monday?
He's gonna be back Monday.
Monday.
He's gonna work 12-hour shifts and get off Thursdays. No, but that's what we told him, and I think he believed it because he went and returned my call, Matt's calls, nobody's calls, because he thought Matt told him that.
Hey, you got Phil on your crew. It's either you or the leader.
Yeah. I know it's a tough call. You know what I mean? But back to work, we have a huge not an obstacle, a huge challenge. What we're kind of in denial. At least I am right now. You could say it's in doubt. We got so much work to do. It's unbelievable.
Well, I think you're probably being a little bit more down to earth than other employees.
We got a lot of work to do. I mean, it's almost it's a humongous undertaking what we're getting ready to do.
Yeah.
And shout out to the outside contractors, the millwrights and stuff, because house cats don't necessarily usually like outside contractors doing work. I mean, they don't mind, but
given the circumstances,
we got such a need, and need them. They're a big help, and so they're helping us out. The millwrights and all the other ones.
What is it? The Beatles say? I get by with a little help from my friends.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
So, yeah, it's difficult, but we're working with what we got.
And one thing we don't have.
I would give a quote. I don't know. You remember Jordan Chapelier?
Yes.
Yeah, he.
Well, it's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yes.
But he's something.
What did he say?
I'll have to say it off camera.
All right, say it off camera because I know that he had. He could have said things that are camera friendly.
Oh, he is. It was one
have
of the
you
most
talked to him lately? Or you
not lately. It's been a minute, but I'm into the.
Can you say a minute, like 3 to 5 years?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly how long it's been, but
he was a sharp guy.
He was a sharp guy.
I mean, he was smart, and I mean, that's one name that I hadn't really thought about in a long time until you said that.
Well, it's get by with a little help from a friend.
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you, it's
You better
hilarious.
tell me off camera.
It is hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious. But it stuck with me. And the last time I talked to him was I'm into RC stuff. My dad was an RC fanatic, right? So I'm not necessarily into the bigger cars. I'm into the smaller 24th scale stuff, and I do the crawling or whatever. But he had seen some of my posts, and he's got some RC stuff.
Yeah.
So he reached out and was like, "Hey, man, I'm looking to get rid of this stuff. I just thought you might be interested in it." All right. Anyway, but yeah.
Hey, now, on the subject of him,
he might have more of a manlier beard than you do.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he had a good one. And now, when I got laid off from the mill, maybe in whatever, 16, I don't remember, 15, I don't remember when it was, but I joined the carpenter millwrights, the outside contractors, and, well, the outside union, but that was, worked for Acme, but we went to a ethanol plant, I think. We went, yeah, ethanol. It was on Route 3 all the way down, very end of Madison. It was before you hit the McKinley Bridge. Anyway, he worked there. He was he was a house cat at that place. It was
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So when he came and but anyway, yeah, he was a smart guy. He went off. Didn't he have like a what do you call it when you cut wood? A sawmill? Didn't he have a sawmill or something like that?
Sure, you're not talking about Bert?
No, I know Bert.
Box 5 Bert?
Yeah. Shout out to Bert, but how's Ernie? But yeah, no, he has that portable one.
I didn't know if he had that or not. I never heard that before. No.
Yeah, he had something. Yeah,
It's like everybody's got kind of like a little side thing going on.
Yeah, a hot dog looks like a rooster.
Yeah, I will say one of the tougher things, circling way back,
Yeah.
you'd asked hardships or whatever, and I've always been able to overcome adversity, I guess you could say. But the tough thing that always was for me was leaving people behind, right? And when we went through our layoffs, our first round, what was it? A few years before, not the most recent one, but even before then, is seeing some of the guys and gals, mainly in our department,
Guys, yeah.
But you build up those relationships, man, and then things change and they gotta move on. And
I had to say, kind of what you're saying is, there's relationships that I have in life, and my work relationships, some of them have been very special moments of my life. You know what I mean? That I remember.
Yep.
And yeah, the guys. Oh yeah, I mean, they don't come and go so fast, like on a weekly basis. But over the handful of years, they do come and go. And, and then the layoffs caused a lot of them to go. And then what's going to happen is there'll be new ones. You know what I mean? And
they just kind of continue to keep moving along.
Yeah.
It's, I knew coming into the steel industry, though, that it was very wishy-washy, if you will, up, down, cyclical, whatever you want to call it. And my goal was to make it 2 years.
Yeah, well, you did that for sure.
Well, yeah, we got lucky. God's blessings. So,
yeah, I mean,
there's some days where I'm wondering what am I doing with my life, but for the most part,
I know
it's interesting work, and we get to work with our hands. And
so it's overrated. No, I'm just joking.
What gets me through the day is one more rod.
Yeah, one more ride. Just one more ride. Yeah, we're kind of at the calm before the storm right now,
Yeah. It's starting this upcoming week where it's going to be scheduled 60 hours a week. Yeah,
6 days a week. And that's just to build up people's tolerance to go to whatever, the more. But, so what I was going to say is Terry Curtis. Man, I was so excited about Terry coming back, but apparently he's not going to make it back. But, but I'll tell you, and I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to say it, Terry means a lot to me, and
He was fun to work for.
he's given me a lot of encouragement, and he still does here and there on the side and stuff. And oh yeah, I definitely respect him. He was special to me. Yeah, he's a good man.
Well, I will say, did I tell you the story of how I had that connection to Terry?
No.
So when I started, obviously I'm new, fresh off the street, green pea, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Anyway, Terry would talk about Mount Vernon, Centralia, right? Those were kind of some local stomping grounds where I grew up. And he starts talking about it. Like, somehow I heard he was from Ashley.
Yeah.
Like, do you know such and he's like, that's my boy.
Is that
I went to high school with his sons.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my goodness. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed working with Terry. Good boss to work for.
Yeah.
I think what really makes it, he's laid back, but also he came from our side of the fence, being the guy, labor, if you will, in that sense.
Yeah, he was pipe fitter.
Pipe fitter, and then then he made his way over to the corporate side of things. So
yeah, and the company always, I won't say always, but sometimes they push bosses to either be harsh or kind of have a personality that the union guys don't like. But to me, he didn't have that. You know what I mean?
Duck.
But no, Curtis was, man, I tell you, I don't know how he did it. When I was back when my buddy Biggs, Golden Arm, was around, you went to concerts with Brian.
Yep. Golden Arm? I'd never heard that.
Yeah. So when
I have to ask you about that later.
well, he's a real good welder and stuff like that. But that's what they call real good welders, is Golden Arms. But Terry, I always had the I won't say anxiety. Anxiety, did I say it right? But not knowing the trade, when you first get there and stuff. And I still don't know the trade, but back then it was even worse. And he wasn't like a judgmental boss. He would make his rounds. He would walk slow, but he would be at every job just right on time. And it was always, he wasn't the type of boss that when he come around, you're like, oh. He was the kind of boss like, oh, good, Terry's here. He's going to get us through this job. Yeah. And we would be doing all the work, but he would be doing 75% of the thinking. And
you ever seen The Patriot, Mel Gibson?
Yes.
Where you come towards the end where everybody's all down and out, and then all of a sudden he comes rolling up with that flag.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy to see him.
Yeah, so, no. Oh, man. He's
kind of like that. I would say it's probably kind of like that.
He did a lot for the company, and he was a tough son of a gun, too. Most people probably couldn't have a leg like he had at the end and still survive.
It's a lot of walking where we're at. A lot of walking, a lot of
walking. Yeah, I mean, you get used to it to a certain extent, but we've been at the hot strip. We've been on flat ground.
Oh yeah, we got pampered.
I know. So now we're all of a sudden, you go through a couple 300 flight steps in no time, and
in true BLF fashion, the elevators don't work.
Right, and I do hear that they got them kind of going. You just
like the north one.
But yeah, when they're not going at all, which is how it happened last time on the startup.
I did remember catching the tail end of that.
We would have to go to the roof, which is probably 300 stairs.
That was back when I was like, man, I need to pack everything in my bucket.
Yeah, and now all you had to have is a hammer, a bar, your hood.
Channel locks.
Channel locks.
That's the only thing I got. Channel locks. Well, not the only thing I got, but you know what I mean.
Well, the channel locks are Millwright's best friends,
Hammer, chisel, pry bar.
Yeah, you gotta have lever. All that stuff. Yeah. We don't seem to have the tools. Uh-oh, you're in trouble already.
Well, that's her. I've got a little thing with regulated time on the phone.
Oh, really? She wants a little bit more?
Yep.
I'll give it to her.
Well, I mean, She got other stuff she could do. She's
She's
a knitter. She's a drawer.
now.
She could do some dishes.
Let me speak of a knitter there. Now that you mentioned it, like I said, I do the outreach, but there's this lady, and I've never even met her. And I hear she's a pretty older lady. She knits hats, homemade, and I give them out. I mean, that's pretty special. And but yeah, and then there's some homeschool kids who put packages together and they write handwritten letters to the people and stuff like that. So that's really good. And there's I was actually shouldering this thing 100% at first, and now there's people as I'm still a little guy, but getting known a little bit better, and people are wanting to help me out. You know what I mean? So that's good.
No, I was saying earlier, man, you're doing good work. So.
Well, people are helping out, and so sometimes I get down, like I said, about things, and then someone will say, "Hey, I want to help you," and then it's like, "Oh, it really rejuvenates me or whatever." But you got to get home. You got to go.
Well, I imagine we'll have to wrap it up here shortly. So
all right. Well,
I got to get my beauty sleep for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, and I'm kind of on the other side of the county. I'm not even in my county.
No, you're not.
We're in St. Clair County right now?
Yes.
We're out of my county.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Well,
pretty
you got to
far.
go through St. Clair, Madison.
Yeah, and I'm pretty far away from here where I live. I mean, it's even...
Well, luckily enough, you get hopped on here.
Is there a 255 around here?
Yeah, well, you hop on right here is 15.
Yeah.
And then 15, you just go down the road a ways and you'll hit 255.
And I just want to say that Clark, he's got his hair all slick and stuff. He thinks he's better than me. But I don't have any hair, you know what I mean? But I got more than...
well, that's what happens when you hop out of the shower and put a stocking cap on.
Yeah, it looks like you combed your hair. So is that what it is?
Well, partly I combed it, but then I put the stocking cap on, and it really just mats it down.
Watch this. I'm going to end this because you got to get home. So it was good talking to Justin today. It was good seeing his family.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. But for now, Uncle Phil loves you, and Uncle Phil out.
That's why he brought it up.